Hi guys, it's your girl Ausilindo, aka the king herself.
Hi guys, my name is Michelle Beverly Nyerazoboy, aka My Kanya from Judy Muzimba.
So guys, we wanna welcome you to our show called Reellights Facts that we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about females and males, independence and no independence. So I hope you enjoy our show. Do not forget to subscribe. Subscribe to the link that is down there.
And also like,
Of course. So the topic we have here today is you find out where we are living right now. My generation, if I say my generation, are people who do not want to be independent. They just want to have a male to support them all the time. Well, 99% of the problems that we are really facing here is because of this gender we call women. We do not want to like agree that we are wrong or something like that. We always want to be called Sustini right all the time. What do you think?
it's not like that, LC. It's like part of us women, we can be independent, and then most of us, with the way we were brought up, we were just told like our job was like going to school. After you finish school, maybe you get a course or that, and then if you get married, you're now a housewife. That's what you're supposed to be doing, playing the housewife. So most of those kind of women, they face problems, of course, but it's basically not their fault because that's how they believe life is supposed to be. That's how they were brought up.
Well, I do not take that as yes. Why? Because I think we're just abusing the way of being brought up or the way of just calling it a culture. Why? Because you can't just possibly say I'm born to just get married, then after getting married become a housewife. So why then bother going to school if you just know that you're just gonna graduate and sit home and be a housewife? Why?
The purpose of going to school is simple. We go to school to learn a lot of things, and I don't think there's a problem in just going to school and then after school you find your guy, you're happily married. Yeah.
And you expect the same guy to be giving you money all the time, just like he is an ATM bank, to be taking care of you when you do not want to actually work just because you want to support your lazy.
Sometimes I'm not going to work because he's comfortable with me staying at home.
Exactly.
Maybe he's got his own insecurity reasons, but then if he's comfortable with me not going to work, I can ask him to send me money whenever I want.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. Besides being married or not married, we have a large number of ladies of our generation having blazers. By blazers, we mean having a boyfriend that is over the age of your dad, just because that person doesn't want to take it into consideration and just to just work and be independent for yourself. You just want to be one call away, like, hello, I want Brazilian hair, I want this, I want this. But at the end, what are you doing with your life then, rather than just relying on a man? You find that these days we have a lot of high cases of divorce. It's because these so-called your husbands, perfect husband and boyfriend, they are tired of just having a marry and feed. Hence they want someone that they can actually like rely on besides just being yourself.
But taking a look at that, LC, I don't want to lie to you. Many of us as women, those so-called husbands, they are the ones who ruined our future. Maybe I was at school, I got pregnant during my during my A level. He's the one who made me pregnant. He's the one who ruined my future. And then instead of him talking to me, like making a way forward for me to begin from where I left, he's busy impregnating me one baby after the other. And then I become useless. I'm just seated like a baby making machine.
The thing is, it's you who has a problem. Like, you don't expect me to be your husband. Of course, I did some maces. I gave you a baby when you're just like A level. What are you doing about it? Have you ever mentioned that you want to go back to school? Have you ever told me that you want to do something? I can't think for you, duh. You have your own mind.
Maybe I've told you about that, but then instead of you making a way forward, you gave me another one.
Probably these guys, we just are misunderstanding how men think and how men do. I'm not a man, I know, but the thing is, these guys, they are tired of marry and feed. Besides getting people pregnant and stuff, of course we know that's what they do best. But the thing is, my point is, the generation we are living now, they do not want to be independent. What they want is, I'm gonna just grow up, be a slave queen. After being a slave queen, I'm gonna find my Mr. Perfect who's gonna marry me. I'm gonna have cars. Like, duh, there is no Mr. Perfect. Why can't you go to school, learn, do your advanced levels. After doing that, get a proper job and sit. When we're talking about, I bring again the case of you having 50-50. An example that I give is you are working, right, and your husband is not working. When society sees it now, they say it's so wrong for you to be taking care of your husband, to be giving him money. But we're talking about 50-50 here. You are the man who is going to work. He is the man who is just at home. Give him money. Why does it have to be fair only if you are getting the money and the guy is giving you the money?
Okay, there you're right, Elsie. But then let's take for instance, Anditka. I'm working, I'm giving you money. Anditka, it's called 50-50, right?
Exactly.
Anditka. Take it for instance, I'm not working, he's working. Then why does he need to replace me with this so-called girlfriend and all of that?
Okay, most times that we have come to observe the reason why most of those so-called blessings go out there to find a second wife or a small household, we call it these days, is because the first wives are failing to do things that the second wife is doing. What I'm actually talking about is, I'll give you an example. When he actually asked you out, he said, I want to marry you and make you the mother of my kids. You were looking all slayish, all neatish and all that. You were looking good and doing a lot of stuff. Now we are married, I get too comfortable. I'm not waiting to pull in socks here 24/7. Dinezi night dress. I'm going to show 24/7. Marriage it's made out of a lot of things. It's a whole lot of recipe.
As
you
a
just
woman,
need to change.
LT, as a woman, do you know sometimes I degrade myself to update my husband? All the time I'm looking messy, I'm wearing socks, ndakapfeka night dress all day. Sometimes I'm washing his clothes, I'm ironing his clothes for him to go out there to have a girlfriend.
Do you wash his clothes and do stuff and neglect yourself for the whole day?
It's not like I'm neglecting myself the whole day. Take for instance, I have got a baby, and I have to carry that baby on my back, and then I've got this long Brazilian, like he's so mean, denial. I've got it. It's like it's touched my ass and it's and then I'm supposed to carry a baby on my back with that and it's I can't tie a pony on that. I can't tie a bunny on that because it is a weave and it's obvious I have to wear a pulling socks. 1, 2, maybe the money used to give me we're now spending most of it on one. Therefore, I'm degrading myself to make our lives look better.
No, don't justify your dirtiness and
it's
laziness.
Not like I'm
wait, don't justify your dirtiness and laziness. Don't just go out there and blame the side chicks for taking your husband. No, we're not saying wear those Brazilians and stuff. We're just saying look a little bit neat. Besides having that baby, you have a responsibility. He is your responsibility. In order for that baby to be there, he was there. So the moment you start neglecting yourself, making yourself available for whatever sort of dirty reasons that you're trying to justify here, is actually chasing him away.
No. Do you know kuti rudo naka inindiri kumba kwangu iye ari kumba kwangu.
Even if kanamori mumbaman, you can make it happen.
The problem starts when I'm telling him I have to come stay with you because I'm pregnant.
No, Ezen, don't try to run away from what
it's
I'm
saying.
It's
not like wait.
What I'm saying.
Get
My point is
get where I'm going. And maybe I was in A level. I am not yet done with one. I go there. At first he says, I'll see what I can do after you've given birth, and then I'll make some plans so that you can go back to school. Okay, fine. The kid is there. After I stop breastfeeding, I tell him I now want to go back to school because he's been relaxing all this while. You see, it's now a waste of time, and most of the money actually taking my pamper and all that. Sometimes the baby is now getting more attention than and then I'm trying to compete for attention in the field and so that he looks good, could appreciate something that I can do. I'm looking for ways for him to see I can do good, but then
exactly, I get the point which you're trying to say. So what are you doing about it? Even if it's relaxed, what are you doing about it? You can just start something for yourself, then do good for yourself.
How can I start something?
You can.
For myself?
How many people are doing dishes to get money? How many people are doing laundry to get money? And what are they doing after doing that? The thing is, make a plan for yourself before trying to make another man's child do a plan for you.
I was on contraception, and then we just didn't get along with the conversation. Now I've got another.
Exactly.
belly.
We actually accept whatever you're saying, but my point is, what are you doing to get yourself independent and be that woman who doesn't just wait for Baba Tanya, salt yapere, Baba Tanya, sugar yapere, Baba Tanya, we don't have meat, Baba Tanya, don't just be that lady. Be a lady and hustle hard as you can, so that if anything is to happen to Baba Tanya, if he dies today, you are able to take care of your child. Don't just sit around and say kutishoni ndakapiwa nombe yangu ndiri A level, ndapiwa nombe yangu ndiri A level.
The moment you start doing that, and then Baba Tanya now starts thinking, you're just looking for excuses, and then you get into those serious arguments, like you're now being accused of things you've never done.
Then do clean hustles. Clean hustles from your house. Like I'm saying, I gave you an example of if your husband has insecurities, make him understand. We're not just talking about him living his life or something like that. We're talking about you having your own life. My problem is I want ladies to be independent. I don't want ladies who wants to rely on a man. You don't need this guy in order for you to have this life. You can have your cars, you can have your houses, and have everything that you want.
Yeah,
without having this guy around you. Do not have the mindset of having him around.
But what I'm saying, Paka Taura, Paka Bimbisot, I'm going to support you. Let him support me.
So don't
his wife. I'm not going to like clean after him or to ask for the help I'm supposed to be getting for him. I'm his wife rightfully. He should help me. I'm not supposed to be asking for money. He knows he messed up my life. He's supposed to give me something for a start so that I make up my life from point blank.
Well, there's this saying that says, in English, we're just going to translate it and say, a man who doesn't lie will never marry. So, but those guys have sweet tongues, they have sweet lies and everything. So, you're just going to buy that sweet that you trying to call it, and just blame it on him when you're there. That means the moment you just say, he said this, and he said he's going to do this, but he's not doing it, and he's just going to continue not doing it, and you're just going to continue being at home, not independent, asking everything. He's just going to die the next morning, and you start living like you never had anything.
No, what I'm saying is, if he's there, he's supporting me.
Support yourself. That's where my argument
That's what
is.
I'm talking about. If he's there, he's supporting me. Let's say my husband earns like 1,000 US per month. And anybody $200 in marriage show my back. I can start my own business from there. Even $100. I can start my business.
You're going where I want you
what
to go.
I'm talking about is him as my husband. I shouldn't ask for his money. He should know that I'm there and I'm his wife. He should give me the money himself.
Okay, I get what you're trying to say. I should give you the money as your husband and do what, and go buy Brazilian. Don't think about business.
If you give me money to go buy Brazilian, then fine. I'll just buy these fake Brazilians for cheap prices, and then I'll just.
That's why I say 99.9% of the ladies of this so-called gender that we are in.
But don't then, as this husband of this generation, I can depend marry kurukwa like this month. I'm covered for like 3-4 months.
Okay.
And then when I'm trying to save up that we've got we've okay, pulling socks. Only that when the day comes that we want to go out together, I pull off my pulling socks from my head. I comb my hair nicely. I do my makeup to look good for you. You say pulling socks.
Don't. The purpose for you to go get your hair done is for me to go to work and come back and see something presentable when I'm home. You do not work where you are stuck in a overall the whole day. I go to work and I'm your husband. I go to work in the morning. I leave you home. I expect you to look good. To look good when I'm coming back from work. I expect to see a whole meal. Besides the meal of just eating, you yourself, you should be looking presentable for me, your husband. But the moment I come back home, I see the same set I left you in the morning. My guy, I'm going for the same chick.
Then tell me, I'm the kind of that woman that when you arrive home, you see me looking that presentable. What of that guy, Mr. Nice Guy, who starts accusing you for cheating? Like, well, why are you looking so good? You look like a person who's been out.
In these days, there is no man like that. Most men want their wives to look good.
Trust me, all men.
They all want to look good. Well, I'm always supporting the male gender because I understand with this other gender we are in, this so-called female ones, we have a problem.
Else,
We don't just want to agree when we are wrong. We just want
Personally-
to push saying
personally,
these men
I'm
are
a
dogs,
single mom.
these men are what, I understand
And
this
I've
statement
been
called
through that.
men are dog, and of course they are dogs, but imbukazi name a breed, sweetheart. My balls, my all those kind of dogs that are good. You go for the classic one. Leave this chimbukasungada that just pick from the bin. Don't just accuse those guys. Sometimes we are 99.9 wrong. That is my point.
But then there's this other chihuahua who comes wearing a coat of a boa.
Well, that's him for you. Don't let him deceive you.
No, you
My
start
point
seeing
is,
the
even
chihuahua. You
Even
start seeing
if
that
you are
old ladies.
deceived, you get deceived, and you get deceived. I'm not saying go get deceived, ladies. Okay, my point. Let me line my point of argument. My point of argument is, let's not rely on these men. Right? Let's go get our jobs, work for ourselves, and let's meet 50-50. We are the ones who are crying for 50-50. Let's meet 50-50. Do not stay at home and expect your husband to be coming and giving you all the money every time. Besides him supporting you or not supporting you,
Okay.
he's also a human being. He deserves to be helped. You find that these days, what do you do? And what do you say? I'm
When they
just
say-
waiting for Mr. Right Guy to come.
When they
here
said
and-
there is 50-50 rights, and they meant we women, we are 50% rights, and then men are 50% responsibilities. Therefore, if you are the one who ruined my future, I have the right. Yes, I have the right to claim money
This gender,
from you.
guys, I told you this gender.
I have the right to be given money while subsidized, because you are the one who ruined my future. If you weren't there, I would have gone to school. I would have bought what I wanted, but then you ruined me. I'm here. I have
Okay,
got a
according to your
baby.
mindset, I think
Instead of going to
even if you went to school, you grab a degree, you just want to go home and say, I'm waiting for my husband because it's responsibility to do.
If I
for
went
me.
to school, I have a degree. The moment the start school is fading from me, I look for a job. But then if you are
Yes,
the
dear.
one who ruined my future, I've got the right to claim all that.
Well, guys, I don't know what you think about this topic we're talking about today, but my point still remains as let's get independent. Let's work hard for ourselves. Let's not wait for that Mr. I don't know, perfect Mr. Nice Guy we're gonna wait for, because we are not going to find Mr. Nice Guy. He's never gonna be there. If you are married or not married, get this right. Just be in your best, nice, latest behavior. Take care of yourself. Never neglect yourself just because you are married. Because these guys are just gonna go out there, look for another slave queen to just pop up with. So take care of yourself, be independent, and have fun. That's my advice.
You guys, never take that advice. If he is the one who ruined your future, let him pay your bills. Let him pay for your hairstyles. Let him take care of the kids. Let him suffer the way you are suffering. This is called 50-50. We ladies, we are supposed to be taken care of by these so-called men. Because even as we were created, Adam was created first, and then Eve came from Bavuya Adam.
Don't quote your laziness
Yes.
by the Bible.
I'm not
darling.
quoting my laziness.
You are trying to
I'm
justify
saying-
your laziness.
No,
your
no.
laziness. Trust me,
No,
you are.
no.
Because it's the mindset you're trying to have.
It's
to
him.
people.
No, it's
No,
him who
no,
ruined
no.
my future. He is supposed to take care of me. He is
Okay.
supposed to send me back to school.
Let me tell you something. You ruined your future and he runs away. What are you going to do? Wait for another one to come
No.
back and do another
If he
message for
runs
him?
away, then he proves he's a coward. I'm just gonna carry on from where I left.
So
But
guys,
then
when you
if
do that,
I'm
please run
staying-
away.
if I'm
When you
staying-
get someone pregnant, run away because those guys are coming to eat you out.
You still are going to
Run
come
away,
back for
run
your
away,
baby.
run away, run
If
away.
I am that kind of lady, I'll tell that child within the harem. When you come back claiming your child, you suffer the consequences.
Well, my advice is, guys, let's not put around the bush. Being independent is the most enjoyable feeling. So let's be independent as much as we can. Spread your wings, hustle as hard as you can. My advice is all single moms, this is not the end of the road. You can hustle, be independent, take care of your kid, and life goes on. By the way, nobody can stop breaking. Thank you for watching, guys. Do not forget to subscribe and like Angel Arts Productions. Mwah. Take care. We out.
Bye.